Hi there, Sagittarius. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm Astrogirl, and we're looking at May 25 through May 31st. And there's a lot of planetary activity happening in Gemini, which is your opposite sign, your seventh house of partnerships and relationships. Mars, the planet of energy, the Sun, and out of phase Mercury are all in Gemini. Now, Mercury is out of phase until mid-June. Murphy's law of whatever can go wrong will go wrong is in full effect. It's definitely a time when you have to watch everything you say to your friends, to your partner, to your lover, to the people you work with, because you have a very sarcastic, flippy way sometimes of talking to people. And with Mercury retrograde, it could definitely be taken the wrong way. People's feelings could get hurt, and people could feel like you are having a go at them when you're not. You're simply just involving them in a conversation. Mercury retrograde is really tricky, actually, and people aren't aware of the power of Mercury retrograde until they send an email and then get a nasty phone call from someone who was CC'd by mistake on the email because the email is about them. You know how many times that has happened while Mercury has been retrograde? It's happened a lot. So before you press send on a text, send on an email, before you leave that voicemail, think about it. Think about it again. Reread the text, reread the email. Listen to the voicemail before you say yes, it can go through. There could be one or two words in there, or, the tone of your voice or the hint of your voice that really makes it difficult for you to come out of it on the other side and say, oh, I didn't mean it that way, because it sure sounds like you did. Now, with Mars in Gemini, you are probably very excited about a new project that's coming up with a friend, and you want to get started on it right now. Well, you have to wait until Mercury moves direct, which, as I said, is June 11. There is no time for you to try and push things through right now, because pushing anything through is going to have rather dramatic results, because the universe goes on a bit of a standstill when Mercury goes retrograde. And Murphy's law of whatever can go wrong will go wrong means exactly that. That even though you might have the best intentions and you want to help somebody and you want to help yourself, it's not going to work out that way at all. So really, you have to deal with what the cards have dealt you and work out how you can work within those restrictions and those realms, because that is all that's basically available to you. Also, for those of you who are single and looking for love, this is a time when you have to understand that there's going to be a lot of flirting going on, a lot of people putting themselves in your way that you may be interested in, for those of you looking. Just keep in mind that meeting someone while Mercury is retrograde can often mean that you get off on a bit of a weird start, that you think you know something about somebody and you're completely barking up the wrong tree. So that's just a little bit of word of love advice for you. Have a great week. Great speaking to you, and I look forward to speaking to you again next week.